skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% name, but 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I messed that out real bad. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. I have a little bit of a glare on there, so I'm gonna wipe that off for y'all real quick. There we go. So today's live stream, at least for the first few minutes, is just really going to be focused on what can hold Earth 2 and Veve back. What can stall them? What can kind of maybe take them out, by the legs, and then why it won't matter. So before I get into it, Shane did just do a tweet, and actually Senpai noticed me, and he had a reply to one of my responses. I thought that was pretty cool. Where'd he go? Anything on display? So Shane had said, quote, "Hollow buildings are more part of Phase 2 and the hashtag Earth2 ecosim. They do and will have additional long-term relevance on the platform, both obvious and yet to be revealed plans. They are not finished form at/of Phase 3 buildings, as some have mistaken, though it may suggest layout/volume." Basically what that means, I'm just going to break that down real quick, is that what you see right now is not the finished product. I replied to Shane saying they're pretty cool already. Can't wait to see how we'll be able to tinker with them in the future. Because again, right now you can't really look inside the buildings. You can't really go and see what's exactly in them. So I thought, like, okay, well, this most likely is not going to be the finished product. People see that like, this is it. This is what we get. Again, a lot of people that think that they go and look at a. What do they look at? They think of the future, think of Ready Player One. Like, this isn't anything like Ready Player One. They're right, it isn't. That's not going to be done for a few years. We have to go in baby steps. So, what he had replied to that, he said, "Agree. The creativity on display has already been amazing. Hollow buildings are by no means irrelevant, far from it, even from aesthetic view, and I would like these structures to be interactive, both in Phase 2 and Phase 3, in a number of different ways." So again, these will have some utility in Phase 2. We don't know what that is yet. Probably just people visiting, again, decorating. Maybe you could put jewels on top or on the corners of your hollow buildings, similar to gargoyles, something like that. I thought that would be pretty legit. Or make gargoyles out of jewels. There might be something that you could do that you probably wouldn't want to do, but some people are just bougie like that. Like, oh, look at this statue I made out of jewels, and it's like, all right, you could have used that to like improve your property, do whatever, but if you make something like out of it, like a structure, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty insane to see, like a leaning tower of jewels type of deal. I don't even know if you could do that with the physics in the game, but let's hope that you can. And after that, I just posted a GIF, and it said "can't wait," and then Senpai noticed me. So be advised, I did have an experience before I get going with the rest of my vid. The first imposter that I've seen is called the real Randy Chavez with an AZ at the end, trying to comment on everyone's thing. So I've only blocked 2 people ever. That was the second person. The first one was just a complete spam bot. The second one was this person pretending to be me. I guess as you slowly rise in the YouTube ranks, that does happen. So if you see anything from Chavez, again, they shouldn't. I blocked the person from the channel. But I will never tell you to be like, hey, give me your WhatsApp number, give me like your Telegram. Like, again, like I did make a Telegram, but I don't really use it outside of one little group outside of one group that I'm in. Outside of that, I don't use it. So I'm not going to say like, oh, message me on here. Like, if you want to go to my verified, like Twitter or Instagram that I actually use, yeah. But I'm never going to ask for your number. I'm never going to give out mine unless you're part of that, family and friends thing on Patreon. So I guess it's starting. Be wary for copycats trying to tell them to contact me on WhatsApp or whatever. I don't use that. That is not something that I would ever do. But moving on, some things that would take out, or at least kind of cut Earth 2 or Veve at the knees. I'm talking to Earth 2, so I'll get to Veve in a sec. I'll continue with Earth 2 right now. Would be the fact that they don't get to Phase 3 for a couple of years. Maybe they're stuck on Phase 2 for a little while, as they were stuck on Phase 1 for a little while. And with that, I would say other people have kind of got the jump on them. Like my neighbor Alice, Decentraland, Veve, and everyone else. But again, the graphics are really what's going to separate Earth 2. It doesn't really matter if someone comes out of nowhere. Again, you've seen that trailer for Facebook, the Facebook metaverse that they tried, like a year ago, and they shelved, and now they're working on it. I guess because they knew that the avatars look like doo doo. They look like butt. So it really doesn't matter. Again, Earth 2's graphics is really what's going to separate it. Again, and that's one of the things. They have the community, you have the most active Discord and all that. The fans is really what makes it. The developers are great, but it's really the fans and the community that make it up, which is really cool. Again, creating jobs, doing a bunch of giveaways, doing videos, keeping everyone in the community kind of together while the devs are diligently doing their work. For Veve, it's much different though, because for Veve, with all these NFTs, again, king of NFTs, they have not announced any partnership with Disney, Star Wars, or Pokemon. So let's say, and I believe personally, in my own opinion, that they do have Disney, Star Wars, and Pokemon. But having said that, let's say that they don't. Let's say that Disney decides, or even if they do have an agreement signed, they docu-signed everything and they dotted the I's and crossed the T's, and let's say Disney pulls out and they pay him $50 million. So like, I know we signed an agreement, but yeah, we're going to pull out. There's too much, $50 million, like, chump change for us, they don't get out of bed for $100 million. So let's say they do that and they start their own NFT chain and they advertise it on Disney Plus, they advertise it in all their movies, they do whatever. That would be a legit competitor. Disney would be a legit competitor to Veve. And if anyone that has played Disney Arena, they could maybe incorporate some of that into their online apps or their video games, something that you could do on handheld, on computer, or whatever. That's something that again, it would be a competitor, but it wouldn't stop Veve. Veve would have the still the advantage of every single other major licenser, from like I said, Hello Kitty to all, a bunch of Star Treks and a bunch of Hasbro. But let's say that's not the only one. Let's say Disney goes out on their own, and so does Nintendo. Nintendo decides, yeah, you're not getting Pokemon. Yeah, we'll pay $50 million. We don't care. Pokemon is so huge. We have literally, they could do a drop they could do a drop however they want with the starters, each week, or they could do the starters and then their evolutions, and then Caterpie, Bug Pokemon week, new drops every single day, and people would eat that shiz up. People would get as much because again, if it's like the card game, if you want to battle with your NFTs, and again, Veve could do this as well if they do have it. Well, why would you want a Magikarp when you would want a Gyarados? It would make sense if you play it, if the NFTs are played like the card game. Thank you guys for 10 likes. If you would need a bunch of Magikarp. Why? Because Magikarp in battles are prone to die. If they're prone to get attacked and get fainted, and you only have one Magikarp, okay, it doesn't matter. You can't evolve into that Gyarados unless you have a Magikarp. So you would want several of them. Let's say 3 Magikarp, 2 Gyarados. If you have a water deck. That incentivizes people to get multiple Magikarps. And let's just say that's just a card game. Let's just say they have something else as opposed to mini games as far as Pokemon Stadium, Magikarp Swim, Magikarp Jump, and your Magikarp jumps higher if it has more Magikarp in the stands cheering it on. It incentivizes you to get 4, 5, 10 Magikarp because again, it will jump higher and get more experience points if it has more Magikarp in the stands cheering for you. That type of thing would be absolutely insane bananas. And again, let's say Nintendo says, no, we're doing our own NFT things. And, Disney says, yeah, you're not getting Star Wars either. And those 3 major catalysts do not come to fruition for Veve. Again, those are big, but, and they're some of the biggest, but again, you still have Hello Kitty, everything from Hasbro, like Transformers, My Little Pony, G.I. Joe, you have everything from DreamWorks, 3 different types of Star Trek. You already have Marvel, pretty much everything of DC. So not only would Veve get tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars for them breaking their contract, again, assuming that they have everything signed, they're just not announcing it yet. Even if they don't get anything for it, even if nothing was signed, I would still see, just because of the Veveverse, them still being king of NFTs, still being king of utility of this OMI token that has a token that goes so well with their NFTs. I don't think it would matter. It would slow them down a lot. You'd probably see a little bit of dump. You'd see a lot of FUD. And again, that would be some competition. And I think it would take them like a year or two to do something like really well. Where Veve at that time, all right, the Veveverse will be out, so I don't think it would matter. Anyway, I'm gonna get to comments. Let's see what y'all have to say. Oh god, there's a lot. Crystal Stroud going, saying, is that an Earth 2 building you are showing here? I haven't toyed with that feature yet as I'm not verified. Yes, that I guess that someone that is either a fan or part of the Kraken had made that hollow building that you see in the thumbnail. That was sent to me by someone. I don't know. I get so many messages. I'm so sorry if I don't respond right away. It's just, it sometimes it takes like 12 hours or 14 hours, you know, like, especially if I'm like somewhere like with the girlfriend, it takes a while. But that being said, that's one of the things that's really cool. I hope to see something like that in Chaveztopia at some point. I will build that myself when I get a computer. Moving on. Red and Z says, "What up, bro? Glad to see you having these consistent discussions." Yeah. I think it's good to have these, and I like to talk about things that not you know, a lot of, you see a lot of like major fudders, you know, making video, and you see a lot of people that saying like, you know, Veve can do no wrong, but there's a few of us that say like, hey, these are some concerns that we should be worried about. I'm not sure I've seen that exact video yet. Maybe I'll make an actual video for it. I don't know. That is. Ugh, sorry. I had 2 MREs before and had a little stain on my floor there. So I'd clean that up real quick. But yeah, I like having these discussions. I think it's something that should be talked about, you know, as a just in case, letting you guys know that even if, you know, the big 3, Star Wars, Pokemon, and Disney are not launched, that are not affirmed, and they go out on their own, it's still not a big deal. I'm not going to sell any of my Omi. I'm still in this for the long haul. Maybe at that point, I would have to rechange my prices a little bit. Although long term, again, what happens in the short term is that, the same thing happened with Veve happened with Earth 2, where it went viral on TikTok, and Earth 2 had to spend literally like months catching their servers up to handle the mass amount of traffic and volume. Whereas Veve kind of did that as well. It was laggy for a little while. It was something that was, when you get on, you couldn't even get to the drops because the servers couldn't handle it. Now it's much better. So I think they had to put some things on the back burner in order to go do that, in order to make the app better. So I'm pretty confident in their ability to do things. So things might have shifted a little bit. So we might be, a little bit early, and I probably would have to. Again, though, Dan Lee just did a video where I guess Poor Man Printing and sent him screenshots of, I guess Veve has an official Telegram. Again, I don't really use it. I have one group on there that I'm in, and that's it. I only made a Telegram specifically for that one group. And what he had said in that video, at least to what I could gather, is that Reese had confirmed that before the switch over to Immutable X, before the Ethereum blockchain that we're on, we might get one, if not maybe two exchanges. I said one most likely, and he said two if we're lucky. But then he also said, don't shoot the messenger if it doesn't work out, but these are the plans that we're working on right now. And they're not doing an AMA this week. I think the team just needs a break because they had 4 different drops last week, which was insane. And then they also had, so just the whole thing with Comic-Con, they need a break. As far as the look out for next week, I will be on Jake Gagon's podcast, live stream, interview. I don't know if he wants to do a live stream or if he just wants to do a interview and then he'll upload it. I hope it's a live stream. A little more candid that way, a little more, you really get the things that like authenticity of that. So I would like that very much. But that being said, it'll probably be early to mid next week, because next week, later in the week, I will be away for a couple days. I might make some videos. I don't think I can do live streams where I'm going, but I will make some videos for y'all. I forget where I was going with that. What was the question again? Dan Lee's video. Yeah, so JP, I was just talking about that. Dan Lee's video had to do with Reese. So we could see a couple of exchanges by late August. That'd be nice. Again, most likely 1, and then maybe 2 if they're lucky, before the switch over to Immutable X. So I don't see the exchanges being really big or anything. It's probably just going to be like, all right, that's cool. One of those. Again, I don't see a really big shift until we're on Coinbase. Really, again, even when we're on Coinbase, the utility of the token really isn't just there yet. That might take until the end of the year before that. So I might make another price prediction update. I'd have to really go over it, but I just don't have enough information to do so yet. When I originally made that first video, it was like, okay, these are the plans, and these are what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And then because the app grew so quickly, they had to put a lot of those plans again on the back burner to work on the versatility and work on the ability of the app to handle all this volume. So right now, I just don't have enough information. You know, at that time we were just on GoChain, and we wouldn't be on the Ethereum blockchain. But now we are. So again, I still think when everything's said and done, boom, meteoric rise, especially when OMI gets a lot more utility. So again, we're still early. I'm not tripping right now. As far as I think I actually don't have any more money. I have that one Bitcoin, that staying one Bitcoin. If I can sell some Pokemon cards, great. But I need that for like bills and stuff. I need to live. So I am done at 89 million OMI for right now. And I know I've said that before, but I'll let you guys know. Again, if it goes down to like 0.001 or below, I will liquidate, Bitcoin for some, but probably not all of it. Ethan Youngberg says, hi, Randy. Hi, Ethan Youngberg. Ryan Merrick says, I did see that Dan Lee video. Great news. Yeah, it sounds great. Ryan Merrick's going to have to buy more OMI. JP says, yep, nothing in crypto is promised, but looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't know why my light is making me... Excuse me. Why the light is making me look so weird. Almost like red, like, well, I'm Indian. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Again, you can't predict the future. Nobody has a crystal ball, but this is pretty much as close as we're going to get to like a sure thing. And nothing's a sure thing, but again, just my opinion. Roby1 Kenobi says, I got an idea. Submarine apartment for Earth 2. Oh, also it might have land tracks for land roaming. We'll see. Oh, like the Convy from Wild Thornberries. It could act as a float, not as a submarine, but it could act as a float, and it could go on land. That's a really good idea. A submarine, because... Well, I have a buddy of mine that lived on a submarine for like months at a time, so you can definitely do it. And yeah, a lot of friends in the Navy that could definitely do that. And I actually went to tech school with some people in the Navy. They were pretty cool. I dated a girl in the Navy. Navy chick. Navy girl. Oh, that was nice. That was good times. Whew. Oh, sorry. Reliving my glory days over here. But yeah, Royal Kenobi, that's a fantastic idea. Amar Youssef says, it is unbelievable how cheap OMI is at the moment. It's time to add. The best is yet to come. Yeah, if again, 89 million, I'm pretty sure I got enough for right now. Again, I still do need to live, and I need to... I promised myself, or I promised my friends that I'd see them this summer, so I do need to, even though summer's almost half over, I do need to continuously try to see them, and I do need money for that. So I'm not like backing down saying like, no, OMI's done for. Like I'm never going to sell my OMI, at least not right now, not for a very long while. I just need money to live. I shot my load. It's done. It'd be a little irresponsible for me to buy. It's irresponsible to put this much in, but I did. Aria Realty says, "OMI dab." Aria Realty, big shout. Aria Realty is a big MVP. JP says, "Aria, how's it going?" Roby1 can only do a dab again as well. Ginferno3, howdy. Ginferno, thank you for letting me know that Jake Gagon had mentioned me on his stream the other night. We've been in contact, and I will do on his live stream at some point next week, probably within the next 7 or 8 days. Dan B says, Aria Realty, are you invested in Earthium? I don't know if he is. He's in, I think, Meta Earth, and I don't know if he's in After Earth yet. I think he's in After Earth as well. JP says, send me your personal cell, the last 4 of your social, and feet pics. I think even for $1 million, I don't think I would do that. That's I mean, feet pics I'd do for like, I don't know, $20. Although my feet don't look good. Like they don't, not. I don't do to my toenails what I do to these nails. So they are a little bit less kept. if that's a word, if you know what I mean. Ricky Britt says, "Damn." Star Helix says, "What's up, Randy? Made it to another stream. You did, Star Helix. Love you, man. You're awesome." Ooh, this chair is gonna go down. Oh god. Okay, I'm fine now. I have been playing a little more Fire Houses, 3 houses. I've like 26 hours in it now over the past like 3.5 days, and I'm playing more tonight. Once I'm done with the stream. Be advised, guys. There might be an issue where if my girlfriend does move to the Poconos because she has a house up there. I mean, I live on Long Island, so it's about 4.5 hours away from there. I would never see her, so I'd probably have to live with her at that point. Yeah, that would suck. Or maybe I'd do like 2 weeks there, 2 weeks here. I don't know. My body would take such a toll because I would not. I don't have a gym up there. Internet sucks up there. I would go. Oh God, guys, I'm gonna go crazy. You got to do it because again, when you have things, I've told this to school boards. I've told this to like, what do they do in sports? If you have someone that's good, you hold them through the bad times. If you have something that's good, whether you're a school board that has teachers, really good quality teachers, hold them through the bad times where you can't afford them. If someone has really good a project like this, like Bitcoin, again, not financial advice, is what I'm doing. You hold through the bad times. Did I sell any Bitcoin? When I bought it at 60 and had it at 30. I mean, I did, but I had bought more and then I had sold really for OMI. But no, I for the most part just added to my position. Up until I sold Tesla, I never had a full Bitcoin. Now I do have a full Bitcoin, which is nice. Again, the drop down really worked. But regardless of what happens to OMI, whether it dumps and we get there, I'm only going to hold. I will only maybe buy more, especially if Bitcoin goes up. Again, I could just buy more Bitcoin in the future, but this is something where I would be a little remiss not to buy more if it goes down to that level at 0.001 or below. Yeah, just my opinion. Aria Realty says, I'm not. It's just in Meta Earth and After Earth and Earth 2. Okay, so those are 3 that Aria Realty's in. Take notes, guys. Take notes. Or 2 guys says, Inca Indian? Okay, they're Emperor Cusco. Yeah, I am. I was born in Peru, and I am part Inca Indian. Again, most people in Peru are like 5'4", 5'5", where I'm 5'9", which is short by American standards, but tall by Peruvian standards. Probably because you can make the argument like, okay, well, Peru, like, nobody has really good nutrition down there. They're deficient in everything, and that's why they're 5'4", 5'5". Maybe, but in general, Inca Indians are taller than normal Peruvians. So, I would say that maybe that'd probably have something to do with it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And again, a lot of people have, not a lot, but enough people have told me like, oh yeah, I could tell because like your cheekbones. Back in the day before I was fat, they could tell by the cheekbones. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they could tell. Can you still tell? Smushy face. Or 2 Aria Realty says $5 for feet pics. I think that's a little too cheap. I think I'm gonna stick to $20. $20 for for feet pics if y'all want. Aria Realty, you've seen me naked. Why do you care $5 for feet pics? Nobody's putting that feet foot emoji. You guys are great. Shadow Dog 77 says, who is that investor type guy that was speculating that OMI would drop back to 0.002 about 6 weeks ago? That was Nomad with Qatar. I think he's from the future. There's no other explanation for it. There's no reason why this guy is consistently right. And again, it's only been over a couple months. Can you do that consistently for years? I don't know. But again, consistently in the past couple months, during a bear market, this is bananas. And he thinks it'll go down to 0.0015, I think, or 11. It would make sense because again, the floor right now is about 0.0021. The floor below this is like 0.0011 or 14, whatever it is. So that's something that I would say it might go to that. Again, he's choosing the floors, which is completely fine. But yeah, this dude's got to have like a crystal ball, is from the future or something. There's a dude on TikTok that says like, I'm from the future, and his channel's only like maybe 6 months old or whatever, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna know about the existence of aliens this year, and then the government like says like, yeah, we have some of this UFO footage, and I was like, what? And then he made a couple of other like, this is gonna be like a really long winter, like a really bad winter, and the Farmer's Almanac, to my knowledge, has not come out yet, and they're like never wrong, but yeah, he's there's a dude on TikTok, I guess just put like, future, TikToker from the future. His videos should come up. Pretty insane that he's been right about a couple things so far. ShadowDog77 says, thanks, but it doesn't matter once it gets going, though. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I bet you that in the future, I will say, like, yeah, I should have sold that one Bitcoin. It's probably smart not to, again, just in case R2 blows up, just in case Veve blows up, which, again, I just went through a bunch of things why it won't matter, even if you have a bunch of things not go Veve's way or not go Earth 2's way, it wouldn't matter. That being said, it is probably smart, as again, Bitcoin is virtual real estate. That is virtual gold. Again, in my opinion, Shadow Dog is a gambler. So am I. Actually, I enjoy the game Let It Ride. Maybe the first few times that I did play, I actually won $1,000. I was just doing like $10 a hand. For those of you that don't know what Let It Ride is, it's basically poker. You get 3 cards. Everybody at the table gets 3 cards. You're not playing against each other. You just have to get 10s or better or jacks or better, whatever it is. There's a pay scale. And the dealer gets 2 cards. And everybody at the table can use those 2 cards that the dealer gets. So you use the 3 cards in your hand and the 2 cards in the dealer's hand. And you put up 3 bets. So let's say you put up, $10, $10, and $10. If you have a pair of jacks in your hand, you get paid on all 3 bets, which is insane. But if you have like like a 2, a 7, and a 9, you could pull up a card. You can pull a bet back. So now you only have 2 bets up there. The dealer flips over a card. If you don't have anything, you can pull another bet back, and this way you only have 1 bet up there. And then the dealer flips over the other card, and that's it. So what had happened was I had like 7, 9, 9 or jack. I had a pair of 9s, but again, you need 10s or better. So I was like, all right, pull 1 back, and the dealer turned over a 9. I was like, oh, let it ride. So 3 of a kind, you get paid 3 to 1. So I had $10 up there, and another $10 up there, and 3 to 1. So I had $60. So I was like, all right, this is nice. And then I had the dealer flip over another 9. And that was 50 to 1. So I was like, oh. So I had 500 on one and then 500 on the other. I was like, oh my God. Gave the dealer $25. I was like, It was insane. It was nuts. Yeah. And actually, I was 14 when that happened. And how I did that was because at the beginning of the cruise, they give you a card, a drink card, where they click a hole in your card if you're under 21, I think, or if you're, or whatever they do, they clip my dad's card and not mine, so that, and they're not going to ask for his ID. So as they see my card that's not clipped, and like, oh, okay, he's good. So I did that at 14, which was really insane. That was a good time. $1,000 for a 14-year-old. I remember going to work like the week after. I was like, guys, I won $1,000. Like, no, you didn't. How did you do that? Like, they were not going to let you gamble. I told them the story. Like, they were like, really? I was like, yeah, they did. It was great. And like, man, yeah, it was. I left work for a week and I made money. That was fantastic. Ryan Merrick says, I need more money for Omi. Who wants to buy a first edition Zard? Ryan Merrick, what grade? Let me know the grade. I am very curious. I have a deal going with the BGS 9 Zard soon. Or 2 guys says, have you played Liar's Dice? I don't believe so. Comment down below what Liar's Dice is, because I am very, very curious. ShadowDog77 says, nice. I had my first bet at 15 at the dog track with a fake bus pass. My man. Yeah, I learned how to count cards too when I was younger, and I was very, very good at that. So, yeah, very good. Roy1 Kenobi said, Debs from ETH discussion this morning about possibly having a bridge between Doge and that is interesting. I would say that could be very good for Doge. That could be very good for Doge. Again, I'm still not ready to invest in Doge, but I mean, it's down now a lot. It was down to like, I think 16 cents. I think it's now down to like 20 cents. But Bitcoin, I don't know what Bitcoin's at right now. It was at, I think it went down a little bit today, but let's check. Let's check just to make sure on the Cash App. Sure, we got here. 39.9. So it was a really crazy day. Like, just a really crazy day for today. Oh, it's at 40.2 now, actually, which is nice. I haven't even looked at OMI in a little while. Let's take a look at OMI, and then we'll go to Earth 2 Joules. Thank you guys for 15 likes. That means the world. Oh, 0.0. Again, it's been a crazy day for OMI as well. So crazy all around. Let's see what we have for Earth 2 in my Joule collection. Yeah, the fact that Antarctica is $1.76 right now, fan-freaking-tastic. Skipped a couple of them. Properties have yielded new joules. 38 joules claimed. Very, very nice. Let's go see what the Joule floor is right now. Today, 21 cents for some blue crystals. I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to buy that. So I bought some more blue crystals at 21 cents. Good times. Ari Royalty says, were you a landscaper since you're at 14? I did do that, not for a whole summer, for like a couple weeks. I don't like being this brown. I like it in the winter when I'm a little bit lighter. A lot of girls that I dated, I'd mostly date white girls. They said, oh, I'd kill for your color. And I'm like, I'd kill for your color. That way I could get a white person job, when I was younger. But sorry, that's so racist. Please don't cancel me for that. But no, I could, because I would get so brown. I was like wearing like these, even in Kuwait, Ari Realty, I would be going in, I'd be running like from the gym, or no, from my tent to the gym in long sleeves. We work in long sleeves because I did not want to get more brown. I went to the pool once and I was like, oh no, this was a mistake. I was black. I was like not this golden bronzian color you see now. I was like dirty brown. I was like muddy water. It was not like, there's beautiful types of brown. There's beautiful types of black. There's beautiful types of every single skin color. I was not the beautiful type of whatever color I was. It was dirt. It was like this. It was worse than that. Worse than both of those colors put together. So I just don't like it. I don't like how dark I get. There's whitening cream. Whitening cream to lighten your skin is a multi-billion, with a B as in Bravo, dollar industry. Anime, a lot. Like, there are so few brown anime characters. Like Brock from Pokemon, it's like the only one. Most of the time, they're white. Why? Because people just, in general, like, they've even made dating apps saying like, okay, well, who's the ones that get the most amount of traction? It happens to be white people. They're just most attractive to most people. So again, do I embrace it sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. When I gotta play the Spanish card, yeah, absolutely. But for the most part, again, one of my insecurities. Learning more about Chavez today. Oh God. Ethan Youngber says, loving how low OMI is right now. Yeah, this is great. This is a fantastic buy. This is like a fantastic buy. Or two guys says, Liar's Dice. Each player has a cup of 5 dice, and you take turns guessing how many number faces are on the whole board. So you can guess 4 2s, 6 3s. You have to keep guessing higher. Oh, is that what they played in Pirates of the Caribbean? Because that does seem really fun, but I haven't played it, though, so I'm very curious. Wes says, what's your OMI rank right now? You know what, Wes? Let's take a look-see. Let us take a look-see, and we just do OMI rank wallet. Oh, okay. Yep, on the Go chain. Okay. All right. Just waiting for it to go. OMI hodlers. That's not my QR code. That's the Go chain OMI. All right. Come on. I know there's OMI hodlers. All right. So 89 million. Oh, wow. A lot of people have sold. So number 250 is 76 million. So 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 240, 239, 238, 237, 236, 235, 234, 234, 233. So I'm at about 233. Yeah, that's insane. 233. Wow. So I'm top 233. Could I get to 225? Probably not. Like probably not. That would be the top 225 would be 95 million. I can't do that. Again, not right now, but the fact that I'm number 233 is pretty legit. Pretty legit. Or two guys says it's that dice game for Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh yeah, Dead Man says yeah. I just said that. Oh, Ryan Merrick. All right, so Ryan Merrick's got a first edition Charizard PSA 6. That is pretty good. Let's see what that's going to be worth. Charizard, first edition, PSA 6. Well, right now I can get one for $8,000 on eBay, and then I could get a. Okay, yeah, so $8,000 seems to be a pretty good. There's not too many PSA 6s on there. There's only one. So if I go to return sold items for a first edition Charizard PSA 6, there's not even. Oh wait. Oh, one sold in July for $47.50. July 27 sold for $4,750. I'm not gonna lie, Ryan Merrick, you're probably gonna want to hold on to that. That's really low in my opinion. Actually, 3 sold. One sold for $6,200. One sold for $5,400. The other sold for $4,750. You'd probably get $5,000 for that, maybe $5,500. Give or take. It's worth it if you take it all and buy Omi, even if you're taking a loss on it. Again, I'm selling all of my cards for losses right now. I made a Pokemon video the other day saying like, this is worth this. I'm selling it. I've sold it for this. This Pokemon card is worth this. I sold it for this. So, you just got to bite the bullet if you want. Sell that at a big discount, and then once you do, like I said, I can't buy it, but best of luck. Junior Sanchez, what's up, Brandon? What's up, Junior Sanchez? How's it going, fam? I missed my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. Let's see what we got here. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever. I know somewhere, somehow, we'll be together. Let your waves crash down on me and take me your way, yeah. Or two guys, as long as your name sounds white, you can fool the hiring departments. Well, Randy, I think sounds pretty white. Chavez, I don't believe is that you could pretty much tell. Unless if anyone's seen BoJack Horseman, Todd Chavez looks pretty white, and he's voiced by Jesse Pinkman. He's voiced by from Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, so he sounds pretty white. And I think I sound pretty white too, or I can really sound white now. Well, I can really. Oh yeah, you are in for a disgusting round of truth. I don't know how do white people sound. I think I sound like a white people. How does Captain Steve Rogers sound? Oh, report for search and rescue. I don't know how did I do the the Thor, the mighty with the Mjolnir. Where's my hammer? Hammer. Yeah, we know you're hammered. Maybe I could do the Dean Winchester, like not an asshole, Sam. Just I don't know, or maybe I could do the Castiel, from Supernatural as well. I can do him. I don't know. I think I'm fine the way I am, as long as the Aria Realty says black. yeah. Absolutely. Junior Sanchez says, "Is it true? I heard Reese say 2 exchanges coming in August. He said most likely 1 and 2 if they're lucky. So we are lying in wait, lying with patience. Sorry, we are lying in wait for that. Will we get it? We don't know." He said even if that's something that is not done, if that don't shoot the messenger, but he is going to try for at least 1 and maybe 2. JP, $2 super chat saying, "You're so white, I have to turn down the brightness. Can't stand the glare." Oh, you want me to be white? All right, what can I do? Who's the whitest person I know? I don't know. I don't think Eugene Levy? Yeah, he's pretty white. Eugene Levy's got those big bushy eyebrows, and he's white. But he never ran into anyone that he didn't become friends with eventually. I think that was called The Man. He was in a movie with Samuel L. Jackson, and he just plays like this nerd, like this dental hygienist nerd. And Samuel L. Jackson is just like, he's just fed up with him like the whole time. I have so much sympathy for SLJ in that movie. It was so good. Henry Sanchez says, so that means immutable in August? We don't know. We don't know what immutable is. They're just hoping to get an exchange. They're hoping to get 2 exchanges before the crossover. And if they can, great. But it said most likely they will be able to get 1 by August. That doesn't mean that the immutable crossover, the immutable X train, will be ready by August. That just means that they hope to have 1 by the end of August. If they can, great. If it's delayed till September, no big deal. I don't mind. And again, the exchange that we're going to get is most likely going to be a relatively small one. Excuse me, probably similar to Bit 4X, which is fine. Slow but steady wins the race. In my opinion, slow growth is what you want. You don't want a huge spike up. What goes up must come down. You want a nice, oh god, hiccups, I'm dying. Steady growth. Oh god, up to there. Earth2 guy says, I wonder if there's going to be hoods and ghettos in Earth 2 megacities. That's a good point. I think at some point you'd probably want it like Singapore for a lot of these, because if you take it from the real world, Singapore doesn't have ghettos because it changes. Like, are they a Christian nation? Are they a Buddhist nation? It changes based on the population. If there is a population of mostly Buddhists, they're a Buddhist country. If it changes to where they're mostly Catholics, it's a Catholic country. So, because of that, there's no ghettos, which I thought was really cool. It's really interesting. Would that happen in Earth 2? You could make the argument that there would kind of be like some haves and some have-nots, because there's going to be places that are, again, a giant megacity. The epicenter of a megacity is probably going to be overflowing with money. And then you have areas around it that are, okay, maybe they live right outside that megacity. And, they catch some overflow, they have some hole-in-the-wall places there. Cool. And then the further you get away from it, yeah, it's probably going to be just not, I don't want to say ghetto, maybe ghetto in the sense that, like cheap or, whatever. It's just not going to be as razzle-dazzle, fumble-rooski, as it, so I just quoted a Hey Arnold play. It's not going to be as old razzle-dazzle as would be the epicenter of the major city, and even like the towns and whatever around it. It'll just be less and less impressive as you go on, most likely. But again, you could just have this kid with a really cool idea. You know what? They're just going to rate your outfit. You go there, pay $1, they rate your outfit. And that could be cool. Some kid's like, oh yeah, I got a, my outfit was rated a 10 by this kid. And people are so crazy, not stupid. They're crazy and imaginative. Like, again, remember there's one kid that he made a video. It's like, I got a subscriber, guys. Thank you so much. Like, he made like 4 videos and finally got a subscriber. And it's like, you guys, you're great. Thank you for subscribing to me. That means a lot. He was, was a cute kid. And then someone posted on Reddit, like, hey guys, let's make his day. And they're like, yeah. So like 8,000 people subscribed to him. And he's like, oh my God. So there's definitely going to be something like that where people will be like, oh yeah, this kid wants to rate people's outfits. Yeah, let's do it. And it's going to be a huge thing. Like, remember the Josh fight that there was like a couple months back where like all the Joshes in the world got together and they beat each other with pool noodles? And then the one, I think there was Josh fight, David fight, whatever it was. And the one little Josh like won the whole thing. That was cool. That was fun. That's something that you're probably going to see in Earth 2. Because I think with Earth 2, there's a lot of visionaries. There's a lot of people that are good. And they're just going to get the best of humanity, I believe, in there. Are there a lot of people that are just, kind of girly and not grown up and like okay, well this does, I don't mean girly in a negative way, or I did, but I didn't mean to use girly. Are there immature people that just like want to make money and make quick money? Yeah, sure, but I believe that's going to be really overshadowed by a lot of people that would be like, hey, no, like we want this to be an epicenter of greatness. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Especially like mean a lot to a bunch of disabled people that could walk around in there when they can't walk in real life, but they can walk there. So that I thought would be pretty cool. Kind of like in Spy Kids, one of the movies, like their grandpa comes in. Grandpa in the real life is in a wheelchair, but in the virtual reality world, he's not. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Be a really big thing in Earth too. Viviverse as well. Sanchez says possibly. Grumpy Main says, what up? Hey Arya. Evu Hong says, hello. What up, Evu Hong? What up, everybody? Oh god, I'm dying. So I went for a run this morning, drank a protein shake. I had 2 MREs. One was vegetarian ratatouille, and the other was a rib-shaped barbecue flavor pork patty. And they were both okay. Do I have anything left? Because I'm still pretty hungry. I do not. I have a base powder tropical punch. Nah, no. I'm done. I'm so fat. But I had those, and then I went to the gym. I did sit-ups. I did some shoulders. Did a nice shoulder workout today. I hit the bag for a while, and then I came back. I showered. I had another protein shake. So I feel pretty good. I did that whole intermittent fasting thing. I'll continue to do so. Garby Main said, would you ever consider going vegan, Randy? I have gone vegetarian many, 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 many times. Like half a dozen times. And the best one, or the one that was the least worst, was when I would still eat fish. Fish are very important. For fish oil, very good for you. It's a lean cut of, getting a lot of protein. And I know what you're saying, you can get a lot of protein from broccoli, and you can get a lot of protein from, protein shakes, and you can get it from tofu, and you can get it from beans. And you're right, you can. But I've tried every single diet that was a high-fat, low-carb, low-protein, high-carb, low, high protein, like every single a combination that you could think about without meat, and I just felt like garbage. Even with fish. Like, even with fish, I was feeling less like garbage, but I would still feel pretty awful. There are some bodies that just need meat. There are some people that you don't function well without it. And it makes sense because humans are not good at turning vitamin K into vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is something that, for the most part, gets absorbed by your brain. Used for thinking, used for anything. But the secondary part of K2, that secondary effect, it goes to your arteries, and it prevents your arteries from hardening, which is really, really good. But because most people, especially vegetarians and vegans, don't eat meat, and they can't convert K1 to K2, they don't get that for their heart. They only get that for their brain a little bit, because humans and plants are not good at converting K1 to K2. But cows are excellent at it. Cows, like, you put in K1, K2 automatically comes out. So that's something that, again, I've tried. When I do something, I do it. Like, you've seen me with Omi, you've seen me with with working out and everything. I was Bane. Like, hang on one sec. I'll show you a drastic difference. In 2017? Yeah. All right, hang on, guys. You're about to see something wild. You're about to see something crazy wild. No, that's August of 17. This is before then. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Comic-Con pictures real quick. I'll show you what I was. Oh my god. Come on, guys. Let me show you what I was in 2016. What I got to. Like, how heckin' bulky I was. 2016. This is me with short hair. You can see the receding hairline right there. I did that because I had gained about 30 pounds to be Bane at Comic-Con. I went hard. And after that, I thought, okay, well, it's probably not too healthy to do that. I had gotten very, very lean at one point. And there's me as Deadpool. You can see the abs in there, just ripped AF. It's my friend Lindsay in there as well. Just me as Spider-Man, just losing 30 pounds. So when I do something, I do it really, really hard. I go super hardcore with it. Oh, that's not something I want to show. And so I didn't like just half-ass the diet. I didn't just go and say like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll do half the diet, half not the diet. I'll still eat meat every once in a while. No, I went really, 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 really hard on a lot of those. And yeah, I can't go vegan or vegetarian ever again. But Silo says, your flesh, fat, and water. Makes sense to consume those 3 foods. Don't know about you, but I'm not made of bread, pasta, or tortilla. Don't get me wrong, I love pasta. I love buttery, garlicky type of angel hair pasta thickened with cheese and Alfredo sauce. I could eat, I've gone to Olive Garden and eaten so many bowls of that for those never-ending pastas. But it's just not, I feel like poop. I feel like poop afterwards. So yeah. Our 2 guys says, are you saying we should eat cow poop? No, we should definitely not eat cow dung or guano, I don't think. Grubby Main says, vitamin K can be found in grains. Vitamin K, yes. Vitamin K2, again, maybe they could actually get a vitamin for vitamin K2, but like I said, I feel like poop. I know a lot of other people feel like poop, especially if, fish oil, again, I need that for my joints. I just do not. I have collagen peptides. I haven't used them yet. I don't even know where I put them. But there's just stuff that you only get from animal protein and fish protein. Ken says, are you afraid that A2 may have overpromised with the Ready Player One pitch? No, I'm pretty sure that, again, that will happen. It's just going to take time. And the game that we get before then, I'm all in for. I can't wait. Oh, God, excuse me. Let me go and see the resources again real quick if I had... No, I had only gotten 38 joules today. Whereas Aria Realty down there got a lot. Got 181 joules today. Good for him. But no, the Earth 2 guys, again, we'll have a game before the Ready Player One, and I'm satisfied with that for now. Again, I'm pretty laid back. Just wait. Just wait. Grumpy Main says, damn Fernando from the block. Yeah. Zeo said, Randy, eat steak and eggs like the old school bodybuilder. I love steak and I love eggs. Actually, I have something to read you guys. This was my diet in 2016 when I was deployed. The past 2 weeks have been breakfast, 6 hard-boiled eggs, 1 cup of oatmeal, 5 ounces of peanut butter, 2 small bottles of whole milk. I think they were like 6 ounces, 8 ounces, whatever. Or 4 ounces. There were small bottles of whole milk. My after-breakfast snack was 2 pieces of chopped chicken, 1 cup of rice, 1 ounce of peanut butter. My second breakfast was 6 hard-boiled eggs, 2 cups of oatmeal, 2 bottles of small whole milk. My third breakfast was 6 hard-boiled eggs, 1 cup of oatmeal, 2 small bottles of whole milk. My lunch was 2 pieces of chopped chicken, 2 cups of vegetables, and my during workout / post-workout meal, this is what I would do. I would make a giant protein shake of 80 grams of protein. I would drink half of it halfway through my workout. I would drink the second half after my workout. They consisted of 2 servings of gold standard protein and 1/3 serving of a mass weight gainer. And my before bedtime snack was 1 serving of wheat thins and another serving of gold standard protein. And then eventually I changed that to after my workout, I would eat a chicken wrap. So yeah, that was 18 eggs a day. That was 4 cups of oatmeal. That was 2 cups. Yeah, it was so much stuff. And that's what I had to, before then I was 170 pounds, really light. And then during that deployment, like I said, when I do something, I go hard. And I do it. Thank you for 20 likes. That means the world. So that's what helped me gain 30 pounds in 7 months. So yeah. Milk has too much carbs. I just wanted to eat as much as I could. You saw the Bane picture where I was just, very big, not like Lou Ferrigno or nothing. I was a little chunky, but I put on the mass. Yeah, I had a third breakfast. Urel L says, anyone heard from the Australian guys, Tile Life? Not in a while. Actually, they were like the first ones to dip. Not 100% sure why, but they were. Totally Awesome says, is there any interesting things to do at your state? In New York, there's a lot of interesting things to do. Honestly, if you just want to go into Central Park, have a few daddy sodas and people watch. That's pretty fun. I've done that. Serendipity. Oh my god. All right, let me show you guys something. Again, Serendipity is got to be one of the best dessert places in the world, and you can get it right there in New York City. Go to my memories. This happened 2 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago. 2018? Yep, 2018. This is what we had. That's me in the background. It's my friend Erica taking the picture. It was en fuego. It was beautiful. We came, we saw, we conquered. It's called Serendipity in New York City. That is the outside of it. It was so good. So there's that. On Long Island in general, there's a lot of karaoke places that I love. Oh, I got a super chat from Ken saying, "Keep up the great content. I can appreciate the health ventures. I can relate." This was more of a struggle for me to try to gain the weight. The struggle for me to try to gain the weight was, as I was skinny for so long, and my body up until even during that, my body just wanted to stay naturally thin. You saw in 2017 where I just had those abs again, where I got really, really lean, because my body wanted to stay naturally thin, and I was booking it for that. I was running in the morning. I was jumping rope. I was doing a sauna, like sitting in the hot car. I was eating nothing but grilled chicken, eggs. I was not eating carbs. I was drinking egg whites. I was eating a bunch of baby spinach and kale. Kale is so good. I love that freaking leaf so much. So I love vegetables. Vegetables are great. So I do love them, but a whole diet of vegetables I just can't do. But anyway, yeah. So I love those types of things. I was really strict with the diet. I didn't have carbs for like months. And when I got to San Diego Comic-Con, I literally ate like 8 pieces of toast. I was like, oh, it was great. Moving on. Oh yeah, so Toad Alley, awesome. More interesting things to do in the state would probably be, again, karaoke is really fun. There's a bunch of bars. There's a place called Dirty Taco and Tequila near where I am. It's like down the block. It's over in Seaford. It's so good. It's so great. It's amazing. There's a bunch of hole-in-the-wall bars. There's a bunch of strip clubs. There's a bar I used to go to that I used to work at, actually. It's called Leaky Lifeboat. I was doorman for them. They were great. They were fantastic. And I still go there. Although, my friend Mark happened to serve, I won't say his name, it just happened to serve with a guy who happened to be gay. And when he came over, like 4th of July, in like 2019, brought his boyfriend. And my friend Mark at that time was like, I hung out at night, but then he went to bed. And then I was like, oh, I know where we can go. Like, we want to go out at night. Let's go. Leaky Lifeboat. And I don't realize it at the time. I go there. I couldn't tell they were gay up until, like they told me. I guess I don't have good gaydar or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, let's get a table. I get some drinks. We go and partying. And I was like, I put in $20 into the jukebox. I was like, oh yeah. I put on some good stuff. I put on some like, I put on some like Ocean Avenue. I put on some Mr. Brightside from The Killers. I put on some Miley Cyrus. So I'm just bobbing down to Miley Cyrus Party in the USA. And then they're like, why's everyone looking at us? Like, they think we're gay. They know that we're gay, right? It's like, no, we're not. They're like, well, I'm not. And they're like, well, we are. I was like, well, yeah. I mean, I kind of figured that, Mark mentioned that. But then they thought we were all gay. I was like, oh, that was interesting. But yeah, New York City, the strip clubs are better on Long Island than they are in New York City. Again, I used to work for one. And yeah, so, but again, New York City is, God, it's so cool. Nintendo World is pretty fun. Stay away from touristy traps. So if you're ever here, let me know. I'll guide you around. Together we can be your guide. Batilio says, you can spray paint live chickens in New York. 59 cents a second. Really? I feel kind of bad for the chickens. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Again, Ken, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Saying keep up the great content. Appreciate the health ventures. I can relate. Yeah, it was, I guess we both know the struggle. Batilio says, 60th, go on the Shisharon diet, and they began to grind on Randy. No, they did it. They were cool. They were chill. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. We got our 60-minute Patreon member shout out. Let's see what we got. Exactly what you You made a mess of things, ma, what a mess you made. I hate the way you make me feel, I hate the way you make me. And your world is cold outside, so button up and open wide. So I hate the way you make me feel sick, sick, sick. Connor, give me 3 stars. Oh, well, thank you, senor. Thank you for those 3 stars. Those mean the world. Or 2 guys says, my aunt lives outside of downtown in the Hasidic Jew neighborhood. My girlfriend lives in Kensington, Brooklyn, literally right in the middle of the Hasidic Jew neighborhood. And if anyone has seen the movie, what was it? Bushwick. Anyone has seen the movie Bushwick? Dave Bautista, WWE star, is in it. Plays like an old school like Marine, and he's like, you know, taking care of like this girl. Like, it's like, I don't want to give away spoilers, but there's an attack on a lot of places, and a lot, like, the neighborhood like starts fighting back, and you see like these group of Hasidic Jews that all have guns and are like messing everyone up, and it's like, okay, well, that's interesting. I wouldn't expect that, but then you think about it, it's like, okay, well, their ancestors survived the Holocaust, and they know what happens to an unarmed populace. And it's like, okay, yeah, all these guys are definitely armed. Makes a ton of sense. Yeah, it was a great movie. It was a shoot 'em up movie. It was like a survival movie, and it looks like most of the movie was done in like one shot. Like, it was done like, it looks like it was done in one shot, like a continuous. It was so cool. It was really good. Like, I 8 out of 10 recommend that movie. Totally Awesome says, test print Blastoise with Magic the Gathering back. Sells $216,000. Where was that? Was that at Heritage Auctions? Let me know when that was. Vitello says Bushwick used to be ghetto. I don't know. Again, I don't know what it's like right now. I don't really go out. When me and Danielle hang out, we kind of just stay in the apartment. I'm trying to get her to come on so you guys can meet her. It hasn't happened yet, but. Matteo said they renamed it East Williamsburg. Oh, interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to go and play Fire Emblem. Thank you all for the comments. Ken and JP, thank you so much for the super chats. I hope we all learned things together here. Hope we're all good. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Go check out Dan Lee. Go check out Taps Trades. Poor Man Printing. Non-fungible wonderful. And yes, Aria Realty. I am going to be playing more Fire Emblem. Punch your fist, Randy. Absolutely, sir. All right, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye.